Welcome back to our opinion writing segment. So we are in our final stages of our writing. Here we are going to be working on our rough draft. This is where we're going to put it all together. Before we begin, let's just review that your opinion writing is writing that tells us about your own personal feelings. You might be asking, well, what is a rough draft? I've written before, but maybe I haven't heard it called a rough draft. A rough draft is a complete written essay that has not been edited for minor mistakes. So that would mean like spelling, punctuation mistakes, different things that you might go back and edit your writing after we get all of our ideas down on paper. So what do we need for our rough draft? In our rough draft, we should include an introduction paragraph that we've already planned out, our 2 to 3 middle reason paragraphs with our details, and our conclusion that we've also planned out using our planning sheet. This is why our planning stage is so important, because now we can use everything that we've helped use to plan will help us write our essay. Let's review our introduction paragraph. Please, thank you. Those are just some examples of good manners. Ever wonder what it takes to be a good citizen? If we are all going to be a good citizen, we must have good manners, protect our environment, and respect others' property. Now, let's review our middle paragraph that we wrote. This one had to do with good manners. One of the first ways that I feel you can be a good citizen is by showing good manners. When you use manners, you are being polite to others. Some common examples of being polite are saying the phrases, please, thank you, and excuse me when talking to people. If you are ordering a meal at a restaurant, you could say, could I please have the chicken tenders with fries? Instead of chicken and fries when asked what you would like. These are just some examples of how I think using good manners can help you be a polite citizen. Now, we have our introductory paragraph. We have our first middle paragraph. Here, you are also going to have your 2 other middle paragraphs. Mine would be about protecting the environment, and my third one would be about respecting each other's property. Okay? For the purpose of the time, I am going to skip showing you those in the video as our example. Let's review our conclusion. This we already wrote during our planning when we planned out our introduction. So let's go back and just review our conclusion. For these reasons, I feel that it is important to be a good citizen. We must have good manners, protect our environment, and respect others' property. I bet you can do all of these things if you put your mind to it to make our world a better place. Now, we're going to put all of these pieces together that we've worked on planning for the last few days. I'm going to start with my introduction. Then I'm going to put my first middle paragraph. Then I'm going to write my 2 middle paragraphs that have to talk about protecting our environment. And the last one, I'm going to talk about respecting property. These can be found on the course page if you need to look at those for examples as you're writing your rough draft. So not to worry, my example is going to be on the course page for you to go ahead and download and take a look at. But for the sake of time, I didn't put it in the video. And the last piece that should be in your rough draft is your conclusion. So you're going to have an introductory paragraph, 2 to 3 middle paragraphs talking about your reasons, and then your conclusion. Now it's your turn to put it all together, friends. Good luck. I know that you will be able to do an amazing job on your rough draft, and I cannot wait to see it.